Hey guys, alright, I'm back and I'm looking at BNGO, that's Bio Nano Genomics, and I haven't really got into this stock really too much. It was viewer requested, but I had heard about it and I hadn't really looked at it too much, but it looks kind of crazy. Like, if you go to the daily and you back up, there's this big, I mean, we have these all-time highs at around $11, and then it just went down, and then we have these like crazy pumps up. This one was like 300%, 315. So it looks like it's in an uptrend, and it keeps on making these flag patterns. I don't know if those are, I don't know if you would call those flag patterns. They kind of, I mean, it's easy to like kind of do this in the retrospect now that it's already kind of completed. So it's, but that's what I'm kind of saying. It like did this kind of flag pattern and then popped out of it and then did another little triangle flag pattern. They're kind of small though. They look kind of weird. This one looks weirder. Let's go into a smaller time frame. Let's do the hourly. And you can see that it's actually on a downtrend in the smaller time frame. Let's see if it can break this resistance right here. Let's go into a smaller time frame. Let's do the 5 minute. So we got this resistance right here. We got it right here. It looks like we're even kind of bouncing down a little bit. Um, let's check out the moving averages, or let's like look at them. So we are underneath this 9 moving average right now. It would be better if we were on top of it. I was also thinking though, like it could possibly just break through it after hours or whatever. I think like that happened right here, or man, no, it didn't break through it, but it created a gap anyways. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I was thinking about it. It looks pretty good though. Like if it breaks this line right here, you can probably bet on it. Kind of looks like a rising wedge or a falling wedge a little bit. Maybe another, either that or another, either that or another flag. But I mean, which would take it up to this next trend line, which would give us a target of 1525 maybe. I mean, that's where the next resistance is anyways, so I would say something like that if I was trying to pick a target. I don't know, I'm actually thinking about maybe riding this little wave. If it can break above this 9 moving average on the hourly, what is it doing on the 4 hourly? I think it's above it. Yeah, it's right above it, so that's good. The daily, yeah, we're above it on the daily. Let's check out the exponential moving averages. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be like that. So we're actually breaking into this ribbon. I don't know. I would actually watch this line and this line. If it breaks up, then my target would be at $15, a little bit, maybe a little less, somewhere around there. It might start to turn around if it breaks through there. So let's say if it gets to $15 and it starts going even higher than that, and I would say breaks through that, and then we get another candle, and then we get confirmation, and it keeps going up. Um, that target, let's say it did all that. First step, let's break this line, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But if it broke this one as well, it would be something like that, I think. Maybe a little, like actually way more. Something like that. I mean, actually, if it was, I mean, let's see where it does. It's the way this exponential moving average is right now. Uh, Actually, it looks pretty good. Now that I really think about it, it bounced off of it every time. Every time I went into it, it's bouncing off of it. If it breaks through it, then you know it's changing direction and it's changing a trend. This down trend looks pretty hard, like pretty harsh, but I don't know. Let's see if it changes direction and starts going back up. If it starts going down, though, let's see what the. I think you would probably use this same. Either. I would say probably something like this, but I mean, which would put you kind of back at this support line right here. You know what I mean? So if it starts to dip down, it maybe look for support at $4. All right, I wanted to add something. Um, okay, so if it breaks this hourly EMA ribbon, it's not guaranteed to go all the way down to this level down here. There's also this like bigger time frame. So if you go to like the daily, let's go to the daily EMA. I thought of that when I was watching the video and editing it. Um, that it will also catch support on these levels too. So like if you see it dropping down here and it's starting to head down, you might want to put like a limit order, like on if you're bullish on this company and you want to buy the dip. It might dip down to $4, like wick down, and then shoot straight back up after this. But yeah, see even the red line kind of matches up with 4 on the daily. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Let's see what the weekly looks like. The weekly, the top of it is right here too. That's interesting. But yeah, so I'll probably even watch this stock tomorrow. Maybe I'll put in a little bit and see if I can get that little write up. Um, it's possible also that it kind of like fakes out, maybe, and it stays in this like thing where it starts. I'm not sure. I think if it breaks this line though, you're probably good to go to the. I think it's probably gonna go to this. That's my opinion. And if it okay, so that's the other thing too. This yellow line, if it can't break this yellow line right there, then that's another sign that it hasn't really broke out. Let's also, if you're watching this on the chart, you want to watch for volume just in general. And the volume's pretty like it's low. There's no breakouts happening right now. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of momentum that can possibly. I don't know. Let's take a look at the RSI and the sarcastic RSI, as I like to call it. And pretty soon I'm gonna try to do a trading view tutorial or something like that. Maybe even a general tutorial of how I just kind of do it. Let's see though. Right. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, we have what is that? That's a bearish divergence. It's small. Let's see if it's on the daily. It is. Oh yeah. Bearish divergence, guys. Maybe this will be one of those ones where it's like the negative way. Maybe you want probably. So okay, bearish divergence again. I've been talking about these. Let's see what happens. And this might be the. I don't know. I don't predict stuff. I just see them. Look at it. This is a bearish divergence though. Going down, going up. This started going up though. You know, maybe this is like if it can break through this This is when those crazy moonshots happen. Because it has to like almost catch up to this and break through this line, and it starts going like up to here. It's like, but it also can get rejected and start heading down, which means this price would probably do the same thing. And you know what I mean? Maybe we, and then like I said, maybe right there. Um, I don't know. Watch the bearish divergences, guys. Honestly, they can. It's gonna either way. I mean, it's one way or the other. It's gonna go crazy. That's what I would probably predict, that it's probably gonna do something crazy just because of that bearish divergence. Unless it doesn't mean anything, because there's this one that's kind of heading up. That kind of, from here to here we're going up, but from here to here on the RSI. So watch the RSI on the daily. Also, check out this pattern on the RSI. So if you do like this top trend and then this bottom trend, it's kind of forming this pattern as well. Watch if it breaks it up, or if it kind of stays in this thing and breaks to the top. But I think that about does it. If you guys have any more requests for stocks, put them in the comments and I'll check them out. But I think that about does it. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and if you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button. But other than that, you guys have a great day.